welcome back to Just One More Page. My name is Sam.
I'm Morgan.
And today we have a couple special guests from the Fic List. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Alan, you have to start.
I wasn't sure we were doing alphabetical or if it was like rank of seniority. Hello, my name's Alan.
I'm Erin, and we're in the Fic List. Yay!
Yay!
I'm so excited.
Thank you guys for coming on. We are so excited to have you guys. We've been talking about this for a long time. So this is very exciting for us because we just hit our 1 year as a podcast back.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So like reaching out and trying to get people on here has been like anxiety ridden, but at the same time, like we're really happy that you guys said yes. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for having us. Such a pleasure.
I'm so excited. I've actually listened to you guys' podcast before I even like thought about inviting you on. So I feel like I'm having a little bit of like a fangirl moment right now.
That's so kind.
I'm like a little bit freaking out. Maybe it's the painkillers. I don't know.
A little of column A, a little of column B.
We should clarify that you're on painkillers because you had wisdom teeth
Yes,
surgery.
and not because of drugs. Yeah, no, not because of drug issues. No.
Oh my.
Right. However, that is really, really sweet.
I'm really excited. So, do you guys want to explain what your podcast is about?
Sure. Alan, do you want me to take this one?
Yes, please.
So we describe our podcast as a book club, but for fan fiction. It was born out of me and Alan both sort of gently and not so gently coming to the realization at one point that we both are deep into fan fiction as people, but we had sort of grown up with this like shame around it and never talked about it with anybody until we kind of reached adulthood and we're like, do you like the fan fiction? You do? Oh my god. And then we decided to make a podcast that was celebrating it, because we came across a lot that were sort of just like poking fun or just generally treating it not super seriously, and we wanted to do something a little bit different and talk about the merits of it, why we like it so much, what is silly about it for sure, but also what is serious about it. And yeah, Alan, does that about sum it up?
Yeah, no, that was perfect. I think we also like to talk about the landscape of like fandom in general. So like we often will look for fanfic in a specific fandom that's having like a moment so that we can address it and then talk about that as well. So I think we do a fairly decent job of it. So we're told.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
That's awesome. I think so. I absolutely love fan fiction. I didn't realize there was, I guess there is a little bit of a like negative views on fan fiction, which I personally never understood because I absolutely love fan fiction. I mean, hey, it's like free books in some ways.
Right. Featuring characters you already like.
Exactly.
It's great.
So true.
Exactly. So how did you get into fan fiction? Like, I know I got into fan fiction from like Quizilla. That's how I got into
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god.
We are Quizilla.
Yes.
The
We are
origin
Quizilla
story.
babies.
Yes, both of us are Quizilla babes.
Yes. Do you guys remember like the first fanfic you read before, or?
Well, that's a great question. I don't remember the like very first fanfic I ever read, but it was definitely in the Naruto fandom, because that was who I was as a 13-year-old. And it was definitely
that as if it's not who you are now, my love.
I will not be attacked on someone else's podcast, Erin.
Kidding. Sorry.
What about you? What was your first fanfic?
It was almost definitely Green Day. So I started in bandom of the emo pop punk of the early 2000s variety, specifically Green Day, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, and mostly like that genre, like the Academy is like those bands. And I definitely started with a Green Day fanfic. I can't really remember what it was about other than I remember it being Green Day and on Quizilla and the early 2000s.
Sam, what about you? Do you remember your first ever fanfic?
I read a lot of Harry Potter fan fiction. But like anytime I ever think of Quizilla, I always think of like I was a girl trapped in an all-boys boarding school, and I read a lot of that. And I don't know why, it was a weird obsession. But no, definitely like I've been a Potterhead since day one, so I was definitely, I can't remember specifically, but it was definitely Harry Potter. And then I attempted to write some sort of weird, don't go digging for it, Harry Potter Narnia cross fan fiction that died on chapter 5, but I tried. It was a good effort.
No. That's why I only read things that are complete.
Premise.
Oh yes.
Yeah, true.
That's smart. I don't do that. I always forget to like look it up that way. And I'm like, wait, they stopped posting 2 years ago. No. I think my first ever fan fiction was Hermione and Draco. And I think that's where my love for enemies to lovers came from, because I absolutely love it. I don't know why. I was like reading it and I was like, oh, I feel something. I love this.
This stirs emotions within me.
Yes.
Something has changed within me.
Yeah.
Things are not the same.
And
Yeah,
that's
no, I feel that.
yeah. Do you guys have any favorite like OTPs?
Favorite or ones that destroyed us? Because the answer is yes to both questions.
I mean, either one.
Both.
I mean, Alan knows this well. My OTP that like I will die with this ship. Unfortunately, they are also half dead. Is Quelliot from the Magicians, which was just a really upsetting turn of events. But like that was my jam. Although right now it's been Steady from Stranger Things that I've gotten really into, and that's finally broken my Quelliot streak.
Who is it from Stranger Things?
Oh, Steady, Steve and Eddie.
Oh.
Good old boys.
Oh,
I love them.
You know what? I can see that. I can totally see that.
This is like not related to fanfic at all, but I literally just got tickets to meet Joseph Quinn at Fan Expo Philly, and I'm screaming.
I'm so
about
jealous.
it.
I'm so
It's
jealous.
gonna be awesome. Yeah,
He's
So I'm
like,
gonna
I feel
not
like
tell him
he's the
about the
nicest
fanfic.
person in the world.
He seems very nice. I'm very excited about
I'm
it.
so excited for you. I'm jealous. What about you, Alan? Do you have any favorite OTPs?
Mine are I'm a pretty classic boy, I think. Like I never really grew out of the Naruto and Sasuke fanfic. I read a lot of Harry and Draco. Sorry not to step on any toes.
Listen,
but if you're
Dramini
talking
for life.
listen, if you're
for
talking
life.
enemies to lovers, I don't know how you can get more enemies to lovers than the Chosen One and Malfoy, but okay. It's neither here nor there.
Sam, I agree. When I was in high school, that was my jam. I completely just read Harry and Draco completely. That was like the one OTP I absolutely loved.
Yes.
I
An
completely
ally.
It's the tension.
Yes.
Man. It's the tension.
Who can read all of the Half-Blood Prince and not think, why is Harry so obsessed with Draco?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I completely agree. I love it.
Like, say, never read fan fiction ever a day in my life. Do you guys have any titles that you would like give people to like start with reading fan fiction? Like if they were like trying to dip their toes into it.
Oh man, that's a phenomenal question. I'm going to defer to Erin first because Erin has how many bookmarks on Archive of Our Own, my dear?
4,500.
Oh,
yes.
Lord have mercy on your CPU.
Yeah, we're not going to worry about it. To be fair, I've had that account since 2014, so been a while. So this is an interesting question, and it's a great question that I'm wildly unprepared to answer. But I think one of the things that is cool about fan fiction is that I think it is best enjoyed if you are already invested in the world or the story of which it is from. So rather than listing specific titles, because like I have my Magician's Fix, anything by HMG fanfic is going to be great. But like I forced Alan to read that without knowing anything about the Magicians, and it broke him. So, I mean, at your own risk. I think what's more sort of helpful is to know how to find the fan fiction that you might be interested in. And I always send people to Archive of Our Own. I love Archive of Our Own. I will fight to the death for that website. I love it so much. It is archiveofourown.org, and it is the fanfic repository of the modern era. And you can use all kinds of filters that people are really not. A lot of the time, it's hard to sort of learn how to use Archive of Our Own to its best sort of ability unless somebody has shown you how, or you've spent just a lot of time doing it like I have. But there's nothing better. Like there's no better way to find the things that you want than to go on Archive of Our Own and start messing around with tags and start messing around with filters and all that kind of stuff. So I usually send folks there to start. Sorry, I don't have any like better specific recommendations for you. I also I read Harry Potter fic a long time ago, but it was never my like primary jam. So I don't have like a list for that.
Oh, no worries. Because I know for what little I've dabbled with Archive, it's got a really good like tagging system, so you can definitely like really niche it down to where like you can find things like that you're fully interested in. I didn't know, found out, thank you YouTube, that there's like a whole fruit system attached to like certain
Sam,
so
how did you not know they had that in Quizilla?
I was
from that era.
Listen.
I was 12 years old searching up a lemon fan fiction. Okay?
I was 13 and had no idea what the heck was going on. There's a
How
lot
do
of
you
stuff.
not know?
Listen, there's a reason we are now in the era of the spicy books, because everybody who read Quizilla.
But here's the funny thing is I don't read spicy books.
I know, you poor soul.
I do not read spicy books at all.
You got it out of your system early.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's probably why I don't read them. Oh my goodness.
The citrus scale, man, that is a relic of a bygone age. You can now just search by ratings.
Yeah.
AO3. You don't have to know what lemon versus lime means anymore. It's probably for the best.
It probably is for the best, because I was like, what is this? I was so confused, and YouTube taught me so much.
I wonder who thought about that. It was like, a rating system. Let's make it fruit.
So I actually do kind of know the answer.
Oh, do you know?
Ooh.
A scholar.
So I don't know. It wasn't necessarily like a specific person, but it did come from trying to get around censors. So if you existed on any of the fandom sites of old, those were all by and large for-profit entities, which meant they were beholden to advertisers, and they had terms of service that like explicitly banned sort of like explicit material. Makes sense. And so people would try to tag, on LiveJournal, whatever it was, they would try to tag things with like smut, whatever it was, and they would get their fics taken down. So somebody along the way started the citrus scale to be like, and to be a way around getting their fics taken down, and it sort of developed a life of its own and crossed websites. So it went, it was on Quizilla, but it was also in LiveJournal, it was also in GeoCities, so it was like all across the thing. It just became like this online parlance. And then AO3 kind of did away with that, like fanfic.net to an extent. And then AO3 was like, we don't need to do this anymore. You can just have like an M-rated fic. It's fine.
Also, I think it's less confusing just having like certain ratings and knowing what rating you're looking at. I feel like that's a little bit better and more universal now, because I'm pretty sure like younger kids looking at fan fiction be like, what's a lemon or what's a grapefruit, So I think that it's a lot more acceptable now.
When y'all are looking, I've been doing this all too long. When you guys are looking for like a new fanfic to read or whatever, like what is the criteria you look for, whether you feel like it's going to be a good one versus a bad one? I know Alan says he looks for like completed. What is kind of your, because I know like when we're picking books, we're looking for specific tropes and along those lines. So like, how do you guys pick your fanfics?
Very similarly, I would say. I think what usually happens is Aaron and I will eventually text each other and say, I guess we got to pick a topic for the next episodes, and we have like a list that we sometimes reference, and then sometimes Aaron has like, here's what actually happens is that Erin knows that she has a really great fic that she wants to talk about, and she's like, we should do that tag, and I'm like, that sounds great. And so then Erin is done with her part. She's like, great, I already know which of my 4,500 bookmarks I'm gonna pull for this. I go like a little explorer into Archive of Our Own, go to the search bar, and then what is it, update search, complete only, English, and then I exclude crossovers because there's a lot of crossovers. And then there is a place to you can either look for like a specific relationship or like a specific tag. So in this case, let's say I'm looking for an arranged marriage fanfic, so I can just type that in. And then depending on how desperate in time I am, I can search by length. So usually anything between like 10 and 30,000 is a decent, like, okay, that's a good length fic for us to talk about. But then sometimes if I'm more spoiled for time, I'll exclude the word count, and then just down the list I go. I look and I try to find any fandom that either I am familiar with or I have heard of or I have any interest in. I read summaries and then I click, read a few paragraphs, see if it's going to work. If it doesn't, on to the next one. It's a long, arduous process for me.
It sounds long.
I mean, put so much more thought into this than I ever do. I'm just like, here you go.
Yeah, I'm glad we're not like that. We just are like, this book is coming out around this time. Let's just do this. That's fine.
Yeah,
Genius.
but your criteria for picking a book when we're in Barnes and Noble is this cover is really pretty.
That's pretty much it. That's my whole point.
So you go and judge a book by its cover.
100%, and that's why my TPR bookshelf is over 150. So I have 150 books. So
wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That makes me feel better about the like 50 that I have on my shelf.
Oh no, I have a problem. I can fully admit that. This is why I'm not allowed to go in Barnes and Noble this year.
Her TBR gives me anxiety whenever I'm over at her house because I'm just like, I can't do it, dude.
It's a lot
too
of
many.
books.
I'd be paralyzed to try and pick what to read next.
It's a lot of books. I don't have time, but they're all so pretty. They're like precious to me. I can't let them go. They're just so beautiful. Talking about books, have you guys read any good books that you want to recommend on the podcast, since we are a book themed podcast?
Oh my God. Yes, I have read, I wouldn't say quite a bit, but I did read more than usual, depending on how sad you want to get. I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jenna McCurdy is phenomenal, and it's so like raw and emotional and like really healing in a way that I didn't expect, and so funny. She's such a good writer, so definitely recommend that. Oh, there is the Monk and Robot series that is like a sci-fi fantasy, but it's such a cozy read, and it's like tiny. There's 2 books now, I guess. The first one is A Psalm for the Wild Built, and it's like 110 pages or something like that. You knock it out in an afternoon, and also just very life affirming and beautiful. And yeah, those are 2 that come to my mind right off the top of my mind.
I've been wanting to read that Glad My Mom, or what was it called? I'm sorry.
I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Yeah, I've been wanting to read that. It's on my list. I haven't bought the book yet, but it's on my list. That one sounds really good. Also sounds very emotionally traumatizing, but I do want to read it. What about you, Erin? Have you read any good books recently?
Not really.
No.
I was sitting here like, oh no, this is such an Alan question, because I don't read books, I read fan fiction. But if I sort of go back through my catalog of books that I reread sometimes and really like, I think hold up and I sort of keep in my back pocket, I love Carrie Fisher's autobiography.
Ooh.
It's a really short sort of read, but it is so wild to read her life through her eyes. And I learned so much about her and just like Hollywood of old to a degree, because her mom obviously is Debbie Reynolds, and so she was sort of involved in that. And she like dated Paul Simon from Simon and Garfunkel for a really long time, and she was like, it really bums me out when I listen to all of his great songs about how terrible I am. I was like, Jesus, it's awesome. So if you need a good sort of like airport read, that's a great one.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for recommending some amazing books for our listeners to check out. But me and Sam thought we would do something completely different, something that we've never done on this podcast, and we are going to be playing some Jeopardy. So Sam will send you guys the link to the website, and when you get there, just put your name and choose a random fruit as your icon.
The potato when we were playing when we were in practice.
Potato! I've clicked too fast. I chose watermelon. I didn't know potato was an option.
Oh, can you?
How could you not have picked lemon? It's right there.
I'm kicking.
No.
Wait, Erin, who did you pick?
Watermelon.
Yeah, the watermelon. I'm kicking the watermelon out.
And you rejoin.
Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead and be the potato.
Thank you for allowing me to live my dreams.
You're welcome.
Love this for you.
Okay, so the way I have it set up is you should be able in a second to actually see the whole game board.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And so there's all these categories. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
100%.
Yes.
So the 500 question may not necessarily be the hardest question on the board. I tried my best to put them in like a decent order. And basically it works just like Jeopardy. Okay, I'm going to text Morgan a number between 1 and 10, so that way we're staying honest. And then Erin, I want you to try to pick which number. And then Alan, I want you to do the same, just so we can figure out who's going to go first.
Oh, this is my lucky number.
My lucky number too.
Oh no.
It's my sport number.
Oh.
6.
Oh. How did you know that?
Damn it. Damn it. That was going to be mine. No.
Oh gosh.
I did it.
Congratulations.
You're correct.
Thank you. I don't know how I did it. I'll never do it again.
Gosh, you're like better mine.
The good thing about this is that y'all have a buzzer. So we don't have to try and figure out who made a noise first and have fights over that.
I do want to let you guys know that the categories you can choose from is slang words, websites, fandom history, fandom names, and is this really fan fiction? And you can collect anywhere from $100 to $500. Well, obviously fake money.
So go ahead, Erin, pick your first category and your amount number.
For the folks at home, I'm going to pick websites 100.
Okay, so in websites, I wasn't thinking the fact that nobody's going to be able to see what we're doing.
So
Honestly,
we'll
didn't think this through. So it's going to be a logo. I will explain the logo, and then one of y'all buzz in and tell us which website it's supposed to belong to. All right, it's a T with blue, and the T is white. And the first one was potato. Miss Erin.
That would be good old Tumblr.
Yes. I would hope you got
the
that
old
right.
Tumblr logo too. That's the
I was
old
gonna
one.
say
I mean,
vintage.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
I
right.
love Tumblr.
I do too. It's an obsession.
Okay, question. Should we, before we choose the next question, should we wait until you finish describing the thing or reading the question to buzz in?
Yes.
That'd make it more fair.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for at least the website.
Oh, so what I
like-
hear is that Erin cheated on the first one. Can we take 100
Well-
points from the potato?
I don't, you know what, Lemon, chill out. Let's stick with websites for 200.
All right. For 200, it's a bunch of red squiggly lines with, oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Alan, go.
It's Archive of Our Own.
Woo!
woohoo!
Yes. He's on the board.
Woo!
All right. I think I'm going to be spicy. I'm going to do, is this really fan fiction for 400, please?
Ooh, okay.
Okay, The Pizza King by 65 Writings. Pilly Hargroves got a new job delivering to the ungrateful and poor tipping residents of Hawkins. He hates it, but it does give him the chance to see Stephen Harrington a few times a week. Oh, Aaron?
I think this, oh, sorry.
Is it me?
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I believe this is fan fiction because I believe that I've read it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think we've read this.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Love that.
If you got this wrong, I would have judged you a little bit, to be honest with you.
Oh, goodness gracious. This is a fun category. Is this really fan fiction for 300, please?
The Stars Within Closed Spaces by Then in Spirit and Starlight. Roxy finds old wardrobes at her deceased uncle's old home in England. While cleaning it out, she finds a door that leads her to another world that is full of wizards and witches and a huge castle they call Hogwarts. Ooh, Alan.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is not fan fiction.
No. It is not fan fiction.
Yes!
So, Sam, I don't think you realized this, but you actually talked about this in the beginning of the podcast because this is the story that you tried to write when we were in high school, but you never finished. So I considered it not really fan fiction because it was never published. But yeah, you totally talked about it in the beginning of the podcast.
I love
the one.
that.
That's
I
called
love...
foreshadowing, and you're really good at it.
You know what the worst part is? I didn't even recognize my own story.
Well, Sam, you're talking about it, and I was writing down. We have a Google Docs put aside. I was writing down. Don't like why? No, don't say that, Sam. Don't say that.
You're gonna ruin it. Amazing.
Nobody caught it. Not even
No,
me. It's okay.
Did you even caught that? I used our
Yeah,
favorite
it's-
K-pop fandoms.
Oh gosh, yeah. So I don't know how much y'all know about K-pop.
Not very much, I'll be honest.
Not a lot.
So
We're retired K-pop fans, I like to say.
So I'm what they call a starlight because I like a group called Vix, and Morgan is an in spirit, and she likes a group called Infinite.
Yes. So who is next?
Oh, it's me.
That was Alan.
Let's do 500. Is this really fan fiction, please?
The Flower Things by Orange Pencil. It all starts when Finn Mickelson bursts into Caroline's flower shop and requests a bouquet.
No, I do want to say that this is a trick question.
Oh.
So just
A trick question.
It's a
Oh no,
trick
I
question.
regret buzzing in.
Aaron,
Me
go
too.
ahead.
Oh, thank God.
So I believe this is a fanfic because again, I believe I've read it. Yes, that's my final
Ooh.
answer. But now I'm concerned. No.
Well,
I would
Go
be
ahead,
too.
Alan, because it was a 50-50 shot. So go ahead, Alan.
Oh, so then it's not. It is not a fan fiction.
it is not because it's the wrong title.
I was gonna say, I was
Oh.
like, it's either the title or the writer is wrong.
Yeah, it's the title and the writer was wrong.
Rude.
I
I never know
said
the title of. I've said this before. I never know the title. I never know the author. I very often don't know anything except a couple of key words in the summary, so I can go look back and find it
Yep.
somewhere down the line and pick on it.
It's a little bit of a trick question. I'm sorry.
I loved it.
Wow,
It was
and
a
our
great
friendship
job.
is rocky at best.
Okay, that was fun. Let's do fandom names for 200, please.
For 200, Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock. Go ahead, Alan.
What is Super Hulock?
That is correct.
Nice.
Damn, you're killing it.
Thanks. We try not to touch fanfics from those because they have a
100% true.
very vocal fan base.
Yeah,
Yes.
we aren't in it, so it feels like a dangerous game to speak on it.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm. Let's do fandom names 100.
Harry Potter fans.
Does no one know this? What?
I mean, I know what I want to call them, but I don't think
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna
the
say some
right
like potheads.
Yes.
What's your final answer?
Well, I'm gonna go with potheads.
No.
It should be.
It should be. Honestly, I thought it was called that too.
And I
Is
said it earlier.
Did you?
I did. Go ahead, Aaron.
Potterheads? Yes.
We are Potterheads.
I see.
I'm a Ravenclaw through and through, and I stick by it. I'm even wearing a Harry Potter shirt right now.
Oh, I love that. Bummer.
All right, go ahead, Aaron.
Let's do fandom names 300.
Doctor Who. Go ahead, Aaron.
Who are Whovians?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tumblr. You've done good things for me.
Truly.
Truly. Fandom names 400.
All right. Dan and Phil. I want YouTube for this one.
I wouldn't even know this.
Go ahead, Alan.
It's fans with PH instead of an F.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. It's the fandom.
Fandom. I see. Okay, fair enough.
Alan is a fan.
Yes, me too. I was deep into the fandom, so.
Oh my god. Did you ever see that video? Oh my god, we'll talk later.
Okay. All right, Alan, pick your next category.
Oh, it's true. Let's close out fandom names.
All right, so fandom names for 500. Twilight. Go ahead, Aaron.
The Twihards.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys at Twihards?
Oh,
No.
1,000. Oh, were, am, always will be.
I will
The first
never
movie
stop
was
making
released
fun of
on
them
my
for it.
birthday, and I feel like it was a rite of passage.
Yeah. Listen.
Team Edward or Team Jacob?
There's only one correct answer, and it is Team Edward. Unfortunately, I'm
What?
sorry. I'm
No!
sorry, everyone.
I-
Yes, I know. It's just listen. You cannot read Midnight Sun and not be a Team Edward stan. So
Listen, I love Team Jacob, but I think just because I love his hair, like his long locks, I'm like low-key jealous.
they
I
cut
think that's
that halfway through the second book.
I know. It's so depressing. I love Twilight though. I had a whole Twilight
Oh, me
party for my
too.
niece. My niece is like 10 years old. I'm like, welcome to this fandom. I'm gonna get a whole
Yes.
projector outside. I love Twilight.
Oh my
So-
god! You know what? You've just given me a great idea for my 30th birthday party.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I'm
Dirty
gonna have to
30.
go to that, aren't I?
Heck yeah.
Absolutely, you're gonna have to, and you're gonna have to put some glitter on or take your shirt off. It's
So
one
I
or
can
the
be
other.
incandescent, like the lighting.
As if made of marble.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I love that. I'm jealous. I want to do Sam, we're doing a Twilight party.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be at my birthday. Let's just do it.
Oh, I love this.
Dude, I'm gonna have a 4-week-old by the time your birthday comes around.
It's okay. We can dress. Oh, we could be a little Resume, like the baby.
Oh my god, you're not dressing my son as
Yes.
Renesmee. No. No.
Yes, I love
You come over to my
that.
house on my birthday next month and we can do a Twilight marathon.
I'm down. I'm completely
Oh
down.
my god, I'll be there.
Oh, yeah.
So was that a one-way invitation?
Yes.
Y'all can come. It's fun. I hope you enjoy North Carolina. It's a lot of
Yes.
fun here.
Never
Yes.
been.
Well, there you go. Twilight. We're gonna do a Twilight marathon. Heck yeah.
There we go.
Love it.
I love
All
it.
right. I think Alan was the last one. Yes.
No.
No, it was
has
Aaron.
Oh.
Aaron. Oh yeah, she got it with the Twihards.
it with the
Yeah.
Twihards.
Keep me honest, y'all.
Let's
Keep me honest.
do abbreviation / slang for 100.
And the acronym for one true pairing. Alan.
OTP.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's do abbreviations and slang for 300, please.
The acronym labels a piece of fan fiction occurring in a world based on, but slightly different from that of the source material. Aaron.
AU. What is AU?
Yeah.
Woohoo. Sometimes I
Oh.
refer to those as AUs.
I like that better.
I said it once as a joke in a podcast recording and it's just stuck.
It really has.
That's
It's so
fabulous,
fun.
though.
Let's do abbreviations 200.
This character tends to be perfectly beautiful, outstandingly talented, and to be related to and or romantically involved with canon characters in the piece.
The name is Morgan. I'm just kidding.
It is your name,
Yes.
YN.
What is it, Aaron?
I think it's a Mary Sue. Yes.
Yeah, I can never remember if it's like Mary Ellen or Mary Sue or Sue Ellen or
Mary Ellen.
somewhere there.
Mary Ellen. When I was doing the list, because I had to back check myself to make sure that I wasn't like making these up. And apparently there's like a Jerry whatever now, like a Mary Sue and a Jerry Sue. But
Love
I always
that.
stick with a Mary Sue. It's always a Mary
Yep.
Sue.
I'm catching up to you, Alan.
I know, terrifying.
I know it's only 300 between y'all.
Yep. And let's do abbreviation slang for 400.
A list of characters and actresses a fan would hire to play the characters in a movie based on a favorite book or the live action version of the material that was originally animated. Usually assumes unlimited funding. Aaron?
What is a fan cast?
I'll allow it.
Dreamcast.
Boo, I knew that one.
But it's fan cast is true too, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you for going easy on me. All right, let's finish up the category for 500.
Used in response to particularly verbose message boards entries as a way of reminding the poster that brevity is the soul of wit.
Oh, is it me?
Yep.
Let's say TLDR.
Yes.
Wow. We made this and I didn't even know what it was.
Very funny story. I once had I think it was my high school choir teacher. I said those letters to her and she's like, do you know what that stands for? And I was like, I think it's the lesson, dear reader, or something. And she's like, actually, it's too long, didn't read, but basically. Okay, let's go back to websites for 300, please.
Ooh.
I know.
All right, it's a scripted W that is all orange. Yes, Alan.
What is Wattpad?
Yep.
Wattpad gets so much of a negative.
Does.
Yeah,
It really does.
I don't know why. Everyone hates Wattpad.
And now they have like a whole publishing unit because I've seen the Wattpad logo on the spines of books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know
think
that.
It's kind of like an outdated level of chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
It's as if Quizilla still existed, but we've moved past that.
Yeah.
No, don't do that anymore.
I was gonna say it has Quizilla vibes to me, but wow, I didn't know it published books. That's awesome.
Yeah.
400 websites, please.
All right. It's
Is it
kind of a
8?
square. It's got a blue background and the square is white. Go ahead, Alan.
I'm sorry. I didn't wait. Erin knows that she can have it. I was bad at that.
No, you can just have it, Alan, because I did the first one. Now we can move in and you're not allowed to complain about it.
I'll still complain. This is what is fanfic.net.
There you go.
Yay. Let's close out the category.
Alrighty. And it's a pencil with a dragon on it. It looks like a dragon. Aaron.
It's Quizilla. It's Quizilla. That was a battle of how fast we could click our mouses. That was I know what Penny the Pencil Monster is. Don't try me.
Listen, I would sell my soul to just have Quizilla back for a day. I miss that site so much.
Go into the archives and see if you could find the old stories. You can it's almost like a rewind, like a website you can rewind certain
the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, the Wayback Machine. We tried to use that. Don't try to use that. It doesn't work.
It didn't work. It made me more sad.
Yeah, you had to have had the pages saved on Wayback Machine while they were still live, so there's never really a guarantee that your stuff is there.
Yeah.
Some of it is, but not a lot.
Sad.
That's a bummer.
Let's do Fandom History 300.
On AO3, what fandom contains the most fan works?
This could be so many.
Oh God, I like the neither. Oh, you've gone in.
Go ahead.
I've done it. I'm gonna guess that it's Supernatural.
No.
Ooh. Oh Christ. I guess I should give it a shot. Let's see. What fandom contains the most fan works? Let's say Harry Potter. Why not? Let's go there.
No.
Really?
Marvel. So
okay, I believe that.
I looked it up. It has 572,478 or 77 stories currently.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess also if you're considering the number of movies within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it counts all of the Captain America stuff, all of the Iron Man stuff, all of all the crossover. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like Marvel movies are fan fictions of themselves because they just crisscross over each other constantly.
They are. They fully are.
So true.
Let's do this category, but 200 because we were too cocky last time.
Too hard.
The first fanfic was reportedly from what fandom?
What is Star Trek?
Bummer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So it actually was in the 70s, which involved Kirk and Spock's, and was written in a zine, which I guess is a magazine that people would send in their own fanfics or fan art, and it got passed around at different Comic Cons, which I find to be super interesting.
We owe everything to the Star Trek fandom of the 60s and 70s. Quite literally, fandom as we know it now would not exist, specifically with women in that fandom.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, next category.
Woohoo! Okay, let's go. This direction seems to be working for us. Let's go Fandom History 100.
What writer banned any fanfics to be written from their work? Oh, Alan.
Who is Anne Rice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are doing way better than me.
Certainly the most known.
I still can't believe that she did that. But I still find it really funny that when she unfortunately passed away, so many people were like, yes. Get your
Now's the
fanfics
time.
My
back
time has
on.
come.
Yeah. The influx of fanfics in that fandom to AO3 was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
true.
I loved it.
The gates have opened. She has died and the gates have opened.
She
That's
has to be.
awful.
I mean, like, but I don't understand. I would. She's a little bit mean about it, and I think I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos about how like she really took down a lot of fanfics about and I just found it to be kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is. At least we have them back up. Okay.
I think Alan was the last one. Yes.
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 Let's do fandom history for 400.
On AO3, what is the most popular ship?
Oh no.
Dear Lord. Oh shit.
I'm not guessing first this time, dude. You have to do it.
Yeah, I guess
Do y'all want a hint? I can at least give you the
No.
show. No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Alan.
Why not say Dean, Winchester, and Castiel?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my god!
Look at that.
That's why I thought Supernatural was going to be the first.
My heart, it's a rush, man.
Who knew that this was gonna be an adrenaline rush for y'all?
I know I wasn't ready. Oh, okay. Let's close out the category.
All right. What year was fanfic first used in print?
Oh,
Like the term fanfic.
Mm-hmm. Alan.
let's say 2012.
Fortunately, not.
No.
You know what? We swung. We took a swing.
You know what? You
Swung
swung and good on you, because I don't know. I wouldn't have even known where to begin to swing.
I'm not even guessing. I'm going to let the time run out. I'm going to be a coward about it.
Okay. So
1944.
Yes. So the term
Never would have guessed that.
I know it's. I when I looked it up, I had to do a lot of search on it because I was like, I don't think this is true. But actually, they used it in a way in the 40s to refer to amateur people who were amateur science fiction writers. Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So there's only two left, and is this really fan fiction? The last two questions of this. And yeah, go ahead, pick which one would you like?
Let's do 200, please.
200. Something Terrible by S_A_am. It is not me. It is not Sam. Something terrible is happening, and Quinn doesn't know he can stop it. Go ahead, Alan.
It is not fan fiction. Bummer.
Aaron.
It is fan fiction.
Yes.
That was the great equalizer. They're both at 2,300.
I looked up the best ones on AO3 for the magicians for you, Aaron, because I knew you talk about that a lot on your podcast. I was like, she has to know one of these.
So the reason that threw Alan then is because it probably was Quentin, not Quinn.
Oh, yes, I read it wrong.
Oh, sorry. Don't know how to proofread.
I'll take the points. I got the points. I'm happy.
It's more exciting this way.
So is this really fan fiction for 100? Y'all are both at 2,300. So the winner of this question wins the whole pot. I don't know what you win, bragging rights. Maybe we'll do this again next year.
Love it.
Great.
Theraflu and You by I Caracity. Oh my gosh. The story of Charles' proposal to Eric will never fail to make Charles blush. Eric summarizes it as, he literally threw the ring at me, to which Charles will always protest. There's more to the story than that.
No, Alan.
This is fan fiction.
Yes.
Damn it, I knew it was fan fiction.
And I was also going to be that's really funny, because earlier when you asked for suggestions, I was like, I could recommend Therafluing You, because I thought that was really cute and well done and funny. If you're looking for a good entry point to the X-Men First Class fandom, that's a great one to get into.
The winner is Team Lemon.
Lemon. Yes.
Yay! Congratulations, Alan.
They tried to do away with my citrus scale, but I prevailed.
That was a close game, though.
That was a close game. That was amazing.
That was a close game. Oh my
So much fun though. Thank you for putting those questions together. I loved it.
Yeah, no problem. It's such a fun.
Any last words, you guys? Anything you want to say before we kick
Like
on
plug your socials.
Yeah, go ahead. Plug all your socials. Plug who you are. Plug everything.
I should make Alan do this. I always do
Okay,
it on
Alan.
our episodes.
If you'd like me to.
Yeah, do it.
Sure. Okay. We are the Fic List, and you can listen to our episodes on any streaming service. We are on Apple Podcasts, we're on Spotify, we're on SoundCloud, we're on Audible. Anywhere that Aaron could find a place to put an RSS feed, you will find us there. We are very active on Twitter, at the Fic List or at Fic List? At Fic List. Yes, at Fic List. We've got a Tumblr that is run by our inimitable friend Caitlin. Thanks, Caitlin, if you're listening to this. What else? Aaron? What am I missing?
TikTok.
Oh my God, the TikTok, of course. Erin is very good about the TikTok. She has gone semi-viral on various occasions. So definitely go give that a follow for all of your fandom needs. Yeah, I think those are the things that we usually plug. Yeah.
We also have a website, which is theficlist.com, which links off to literally everything. So if you want just like a central repository of information, just theficlist.com will get you where you need to go.
In my defense, that is very new, and I always forget it. My apologies. Aaron worked very hard on it, and it looks amazing.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you all so much for having us again.
Yeah.
This was a blast.
No,
thank you guys for coming. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad we were able to find a time for all of us to get together.
Yeah, definitely. It
This
was
is
such a
very
fun time. I love this. But if you guys love this episode and you'd like to support us, please feel free to rate this episode on Spotify and follow us on Spotify and follow us on Apple. And Sam, you do the socials.
All right. If y'all think we are absolutely hilarious, which fun fact, my friends, we are.
We're not.
We do have a TikTok. It is just one more page podcast. And for all of our scheduling, pictures, shenanigans, stories, we do have our Instagram, which is just one more page official. So go ahead and slide into our DMs right there. It is the best way to get a hold of us. And yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we will see you all next Sunday.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next Sunday.
Yeah. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.